In today's video, we're taking a look at how to replace your toilet's fill valve and flapper easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do it. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. No matter which kit you have or what toilet, the technique is going to be the same. So you woke up today and went to use the toilet. You noticed you hit the flush button, but it's either not doing anything, it keeps filling, or it's just not flushing how it's supposed to. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. Real far on the metaverse, but a back is a back. The first thing that we get in the box is the fill valve. Next, we get the barbecue paper. I mean, the owner's manual, or the instruction manual, or the install guide. No matter which, it's only going one place. Next, we have the flapper and chain, and they both come connected. We want to go ahead and disconnect that first. And this particular flapper fits 2-inch flush valve toilets. You always want to verify with your toilet owner's manual or on the interwebs, or either measure the size of flapper that you're going to need according to your system. We have the water fill hose or tube and clip adapter, and to make the installation a lot easier, we want to go ahead and connect them both together now. You may need to use your wiggle action to get it in, but we know, Grasshopper, you can do it. Your moving skills are legendary. We want to take the other side of the hose and connect it to our fill valve. And if you notice on the top of your fill valve, you're going to notice two mechanisms. The gray colored one is going to control your floating device. The higher your floating device, the more water your toilet is going to fill with. The lower, the less. And our next blue control controls the amount of water that comes in your toilet. And these both are things that we're going to adjust once installed. Now that we filled your brain with data, we're ready to start. And the first thing that we want to know is that we have the correct toilet. Because the last thing you want is to fix the one that's not broken and go from the king or queen of your household to the Joker. But hopefully this is a Batman movie. The second most important thing that we want to do is shut off the water valve. This should be located right behind the toilet at the bottom on the dark side. Always remember, having some towels and a bucket goes a long way. Having also a Watson or a helper is a plus. Now that we avoided the Titanic part 2, we can go ahead and remove the toilet cover. And now we have access the little people that work inside your toilet. And what we want to do is remove the water from inside the tank. And to do that faster, we're going to go ahead and flush and keep the lever down for a few seconds to get the most water out as possible. And if you got the water out in one shot, we salute you. You are the GOAT. But if you didn't, then this is the time that you want to get the rag and the bucket. Go take a break and let Watson do this. But you look back and Watson is nowhere to be found. So roll up your sleeves and don't forget to use both arms for an even pump. And this time is the perfect time to take a picture of everything and make sure that when you reinstall, everything looks the same. Now that we removed all the water, we can go ahead and unclip the water fill hose from the overflow pipe and set it to the side. Now we're ready to travel far and beyond to the dark side. Get your favorite yoga pretzel position, lubricate those joints, and maybe cleaning before going down there, it's a good idea. And for this task at hand, we're going to need some pliers. We're going to go ahead and remove the water line as well as the nut that holds the fill valve in place. You can see that in our case, we have a T adapter because we have a bidet. If you want to check out that video on how to install a bidet, we'll leave a link in the description. We're going to start by removing the water line and using the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove the nut that holds the fill valve in place. And remember, you always want to be gentle because remember, everything's plastic and the toilet is also ceramic, or so they say. And as the most interesting person in the world may say, rags, my friend, rags. We can go ahead now and remove the fill valve on the sunny side. And with these parts, you can go to your hardware store and they can help you out to get the correct kit. We'll also leave links in the description. And now you've done it. You made your homes and your toilet's value go out the window. Now we're ready to install the new fill valve. But first, we want to adjust it to the correct height and place the red rubber ring in its correct location, which is all the way up. And we do this by taking the clear ring, pushing it up, and then adjusting the plastic bar either up or down according to your toilet size. We like to start in the middle and then from there see if we need any adjustments either up or down. Now that we found the correct height, we're ready to insert. And now that the fill valve had the best night of his life, we're ready to install, or better yet, clip in our fill line line in our overflow pipe, and we always want to make sure that the hose points to the entry of the pipe, meaning in the center and not towards the tank. In some systems it may be different. That's why always taking a picture before disassembling is a good idea. And now you've come to the fork in the road. You can decide to take a break, a breather, or get ready to go to the dark side. Then thread to position it is. We're gonna take our fill valve nut and tighten. And remember, everything's plastic or so-called ceramic, so once we feel it tight is good enough. We don't want to over tighten and go from a DIY job to a toilet buy. We always like to start by hand and then finish off with the pliers. This is going to ensure that we don't damage the threads. Once secure, we're ready to install the water line. We're going to use the same technique of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And now depending on your system's issue, this could be it. But let's say you need to replace the flapper as well. The easiest technique that we find is sliding the flapper hooks a little bit to the side and then lift up to unclip. We like to do one side at a time, and then we do the same thing on the next one, slide it a little bit in and then unclip. And always remember, you want to do this gently because being plastic, you know the drill. Once we have the flapper disconnected, we can go ahead and unclip the chain from the flush lever. But to avoid any guessing, you can go ahead and measure the length of your chain, so like that you know to what height or what amount of chain you're gonna place the new one. And in some cases, to take the guessing off, you can take the old chain, remove it from the old flapper and place it on the new flapper. Like that you have the correct size. But if you need to adjust it, the only thing that you need to do is take the chain and the other side of the clip and place it in the hole according to the height. And what you want to make sure is that when your flush lever is at rest, your flapper is fully down. And at the same time, when you press your lever for the flush, the amount of water needed goes down. So that's why having the correct height is a must. And this is something that you can adjust once the tank is full of water. Now we're basically going to reverse engineer our way to glory. We're going to push in the clip from one side, clip it in, go to the other side, push in and clip down. And there you go, your flapper is installed. We're ready to turn on the water again and let the rivers flow. And a pro tip to make it easier to adjust the floater up or down, what we like to look is at the line of the original water level that were on that tank. And usually you can see this mark all around the inside of the tank. We can use this guide to adjust the floater either up or down. But at the end, you are the king, queen, both or none of your castle. The amount of water you want to use on your toilet is up to you. And remember, you can adjust this using the gray lever. And if we adjust the blue lever, this is going to adjust the amount of water that comes in the tank. And right on the levers, you're going to notice a plus and minus marking. Or you can always refer to your owner's manual to confirm. And now you've done it, grasshopper. We can place the cap back or the cover on the tank. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. You become a master on the toilet society of this planet. There's no toilet you can't fix. If you want to check out our video on how to replace a toilet, we'll leave a link in the description. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.